So very good afternoon, everybody. Today we have a very special guest for you. No, we'll just wait for some time. Hi Vikram. Hi Madhugar. Hello Aarti. Hi Aditya. Hi Vicky. Good afternoon. Hi Akshay. Captain Sanjay. Happy to see you here. Hello Anu. Hi Neeraj. Sindhura. Hi. Hi Shini. Good afternoon. Madhugar. Good afternoon. Rajiv. So happy to see you. Okay, so we have a guest coming in. Let us invite her over. Hi Sapta. Good afternoon. Rohan, good afternoon. I'm fine, Sagar.
On the wrong side.
So happy to know, Nidhi. No? So
Same here.
get people to join in a bit. And no,
Yeah,
it's good to see you again.
same. I was just thinking that because I got dressed and my mother is like, you're going to sit like this in front of a CEO. I'm like, Mummy, what is wrong with you? Like, no, change this, change that. It has been another scene at my house in the morning. From waking me up because I don't wake up before 12.
No, but see, you have your mother tell you this. So earlier when I was a kid, my mother told me this. When I got married, my wife told me no what to wear. Now my daughters tell me what to wear. So I can understand. Yeah, it's okay.
Keep you in style, right? We need to keep you guys in style.
So it's perfectly fine, and I actually find it very good, because when my daughters tell me, okay, Dad, this is not the right thing. So I'll tell you a small joke before we really start on my daughter's thing. So
Yeah.
one daughters told me that they think they should color their hair a bit, no, like the streaks that you have, like golden, green.
Red.
I said it's a good idea. I'm also thinking of cutting my hair from here, and putting a ponytail here and coming to your college. They said, no, that's atrocious. We'll not recognize you. I said, yeah, I'll put behind my t-shirt, Dad of Nilashma and Tushita. Then how will you not recognize me? Then they dropped the idea, I dropped the idea. It went well.
So you basically played reverse psychology on them and got them to made sure कि वो color ना करे अपने बाल streaks ना करवाए.
So they still tease me, well, Dad, you had your own way of getting things done. I said, now you want to do what you want to do, so why should I not have my way? Okay, so
Yeah.
what we do, Nidhi, is let me just announce who you are to everybody who's joining in. So,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I was very intrigued by one lady, whom we hear every day in the evening. And she would talk of vitamin P. And I would think, okay, vitamin P standing for positivity. And she would always say, Bura na mano nidhi hai, And I thought, this is the kind of spirit, this is the kind of energy that we should all have and have more of it. The world requires positive people. The world requires people with energy. The world requires this slogan, Bura na mano, no? So and so. It starts from Holi and then now Nidhi picked it to Nidhi hai. So when I was thinking of whom should I invite for the Insta Live this time, and all the news, all the stuff that we get all across, and people talking of negativity, people, the world coming to an end, the people talking of that nothing is going to work, economy going down, losing job. I said, this is too much. I better get somebody who is always cheerful, always happy, always positive, and Buranawan Nidhi. And that is why now we have Nidhi as our guest today. We'll be talking to her. And obviously, holding her back is difficult. So I think I'll just ask her a few questions because normally I'm the one who does
I have no idea. My bosses right now have just crossed their fingers and I'm like, don't say anything. Don't say anything that will put us in trouble.
No. You say
But
what
that's the sweetest introduction or anything like anybody has said to me in the longest time. So thank you very much.
No, seriously, we respect people like you. You make a difference to the world, and you make a difference to so many people. No, I do not know if somebody told you that. I thought, no, let us tell this. So, at a very young age, you're already making a contribution to society and to people, which we are very proud about. No, okay. Now, having said that, the question I have for you, no, this is a reverse thing. Nobody will be asking you a question. Let me start with this first. Okay. So, how do you get this attitude, no, at such a young age? Because normally I have many youngsters working for me. I meet a lot of people. I mentor a lot of people. Quite a few are very, very stressed out. You know, obviously at that age, I was never stressed out, though I was not doing very good also. I was very happy with my cup of tea and failing in classes and bunking classes. But no, today when I see youngsters, they're very, very stressed out. And here you are, a fresh youngster who is no always cheerful, always positive. How do you get this attitude? No, what exactly is that no differentiates you, and how do you want to make a difference to the world and society by being so positive and so cheerful? Over to you.
Comments, so that when, yeah, we back? Hello.
Yeah, a bit. I think your signals are going a bit low, Nidhi.
The thing is that your screen went blank, so I couldn't pick anything up. So I thought like your connectivity issues.
Okay. No, we are both back now. I can see.
Yeah. So I couldn't hear your question, so if you could repeat it because you were asking something about kids at young age learning things like way that we are.
Nidhi, how are you so positive, so cheerful? How do you have this attitude? No, because I want a lot of youngsters to have this. This is what's required. So it's about you. How did you develop that? Was it there from the beginning, or something made you know change to this, or were you a stressful youngster and then you realize it's not worth it? How do you build this up?
Listen, usually I'm the one who asks questions. So I'm prepared with my questions. I don't know how to answer. But okay, it's good to be on this side of the chair also. You know, when you throw questions, how it feels. I don't know if there was a time when there were, you know, वो बत्ती जली कि मुझे positive रहना है. I think बचपन से ही, you know, the surroundings, your parents, the way that you are, it was always positive. Like, I used to get like, you know, beaten for not studying, the normal things that happen around. I remember the positivity that I started getting was music. My dad sings. My mom, she just does this on, like, she doesn't even have rhythm, but she still does that with us. That's, I think, that's how we started getting positivity. कि like गाना गा लेते हैं, कुछ sad हो रहा है तो sad occasion में भी गाते हैं, अच्छे occasion में भी गाते हैं, this that, little parties, little surprises, little gifts that your parents give you. Slowly you're like, yeah, ठीक है, there are a lot of things that are happening bad, but I have these people. I have these people who can take care of me. I can take care of them. So positivity just started happening otherwise also, and they never stopped me from, you know, doing a certain thing कि ये मत करो या वो मत करो. That's the reason I was this unabashedly myself, unfiltered all the time. So when they tried to like put me on radio, I was like, listen, but I am this person. I can't fake it for a long time if you tell me to be like, So they said, let's do Purana Mano Nidhi and put you on radio. So it's I think basically बचपन में हमको पॉजिटिविटी मिल जाती है, हमें बस वो सोर्स पकड़ना है.
Very, very good. I think no, that is a big learning. If I really look at it, the way you put it, that for anything and everything you were trying and seeing that how could you be happy in a crisis? How could you know do something like a song or no, what to do next? And now I see a lot of comment coming. They say there should be more Nidhis in the world. No.
Okay, we have shadi songs, we have you know, mehendi songs, we have sad songs, we have heartbreak songs, we have job mil gayi songs, we have job chhoot gayi songs, we have all songs. Just listen.
Good, Nidhi. So, what is one incident while you're doing your RJ job, no, as a radio jockey, in which you really got somebody on the wrong foot, and that Burana Mano Nidhi, you know, really did not go the way you thought it to be? Any funny incident that you have?
Um, uh, I don't know if that person took it in like a really bad way, but I'll talk about like recent times. Okay, we were covering news about COVID and how things are changing around. I was continuously giving updates. Like there was a time jab you know, India had started getting flights, and London से एक flight आई थी with like 230 people पुणेकर्स, and I think उन्हें बालेवाड़ी के एक 4-star होटल में क्वारंटीन किया था. And I just said that news on air, you know, कि ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है, don't worry, they have been quarantined by the authorities. And you know, when I think of hotels, the menu card is just coming to my head. because it's been such a long time that I've taken something and I've just turned pages, decided what to eat. Because sometimes in the description, which you don't even know, ki play do play, la la la, you don't even know the description, but you feel like I want to eat this thing. So I was just talking about them that what do you think? यार उनको menu card मिला होगा क्या? या फिर उनको normal खाना मिल रहा होगा? And I aired it on air, and my boss next day got a nice lamba email saying that so and so RJ was being a little insensitive about hotel menus when we have COVID-19 around us. And I thought that, but I said Burana Mano Nidhi. I'm really sorry if it hurt. But to think of it that way, I was not really making fun of the situation. I was trying to make you, relate to the fact that वो menu card का जमाना था. वो ये था. But sometimes some people take it the wrong way. So this definitely turned out wrong. I can't remember like an interview where it went wrong. But this, like my boss was like, Nidhi, what is this? Like, don't do things like this. At least do things, but don't let the mail come. I was like, how is that in my hand now?
No, I think female sensitivity are very, very different. It gets difficult. That's a difficult job when you handle so many people and know how do you.
That's the reason I thought कि कहीं ना कहीं कुछ तो बुरा कोई ना कोई तो मान जाएगा मेरे इस पर्सनालिटी से, इसलिए रेडियो पे हम कॉशन ही चला देते हैं.
Good. So over to you. No, I thought I just wanted to start with this to understand, about you.
Yeah. You're talking about my vitamin P so much, where I talk about, positivity and this and that and all these things. There's something that I found about you. Okay, so my roommate, how we do Instagram and how we do, she's like on LinkedIn. She's on LinkedIn all the time. She wants job, she does not want job, she's just on LinkedIn. I'm like, what? This is not matrimonial, stop it. So she's on LinkedIn and she came across your tea and tails. What is tea and tails? Like, this is like, say 4 बजे शाम को बैठ के, गप्पे मार रहे हैं. What is tea and tails exactly?
Okay, so what has happened, if I look at Nidhi, when I was growing up and when I was in college, and still must be happening, we always had this particular tea shop, outside the hostel. Under,
yeah.
Down, and whatever, you have failed in class, you have come first in class, life is miserable, teacher has thrown out of the class, your friend's girlfriend has run away, or whatever has happened, you sit on the tree, order a cup of tea, have a conversation, and by the time the tea is over, and malai marke, and you had one bun maska, it's done.
और मेरे को क्या चाहिए? See, I told you there is a song.
So, now, when I saw what's happening today, especially in the COVID times, everything's become virtual. People are not meeting, they're not talking, there's no conversation happening. Most of my learning of life happened in those conversations with friends, over a cup of tea. Even when I was trying to be very sad, they would say, "Acha, ho gaya na nautanki chal." I think if you look at it, So,
like, do you still have people like this around you? Like, does the CEO of a company like sit down and say, "यार bro, ऐसा बोल रहे थे." Are there people around you who say, "ये बहुत नौटंकी हो गया, चल."
No, I encourage such people around me because that's what life is about. It is not about what. So that is where I thought that somewhere that tea and tails is missing. Now LinkedIn is, like you said, is a very formal platform. Unlike an Insta, you have all these professionals there. So I thought in a very formal platform, let me bring conversations, let me bring memories back, and from that whatever learnings come through good, even doesn't come through good. At least some friends sit and talk. That was the idea behind tea and tails. So if your roommate wants to join in, let her know. We'll be very happy to call her for one of the shows to sit and talk.
She only told me, I was like, listen, I'm talking. I was trying to like prepare questions, and I had no idea you were also going to ask me a question. I would have prepared that answers. So she was saying, you're interviewing this guy. I was like, yeah. She's like, अरे उसका टी एंड टेस्ट देखती हूँ मैं. मैंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है. थोड़ा सा उसका क्या होता है, CEO है वो. Yesterday, because Bajaj Allianz General, you guys shared Insta story about we were going live, and I shared that story back, and I asked, I'm interviewing this big CEO, MD of this company. What do you think I should ask? So I've got a fun questions, huh?
Yeah, please go ahead, shoot.
And I'm just going to blame it on other people for these questions. Okay, so Vikram Dehia said that. Sir, this lockdown might get increased. Like आई थिंक बंगाल में 20 आई थिंक नेक्स्ट जुलाई तक पूरा लॉकडाउन डिक्लेयर कर दिया है. अगर ये लॉकडाउन 2-3 और महीने के लिए इंक्रीज हुआ, विल वी रियली हैव मोर कोविड फोर्स्ड job losses?
Okay. See, what actually happens is job losses is and will be a reality, not because of any reason. There are quite a few businesses which will not be able to sustain. So already have some businessmen saying they're not able to sustain this business and they will close down. So let's say if a businessman closes down his business, then job losses will happen. There will be businesses where the business will have a very big slowdown, and to maintain that kind of workforce, some job losses may happen. But what we forget is, in all crises, the huge job creation is also happening. So let me take you back in the year 2008-9 when you had this economic downturn, no? And that time, after that, you had Airbnb come through, you had Uber come through, you had all these Zomatos, you had all this, a lot of opportunities got created. So there are two ways to look at it. One, there will be existing jobs which would be lost, but there will be new jobs getting created. Now, this is where your attitude comes to play. Your willingness to learn something new, your willingness to figure out where can you fit in and get into that groove and then start. So I have seen a lot of youngsters who passed out in the wrong time. Wrong time means when the economy is in a recession, and they passed from real good colleges and they had no job. So one of my ex-colleagues' relative, he passed out from IIM and he didn't get a job at that point in time. And he took a job in which he had to hire a small bicycle to be able to afford to pedal down to where he had to go. But he did that, and today is a big CEO himself. So the point is, when you are looking in a situation like this, find out what you love to do, start doing it, start building your competence, capabilities. Jobs will always be there. Existing jobs may be lost, new ones will get created. That is how every time it goes. So don't worry much. Just figure out what you like to do and what are the new jobs getting created, and be there.
Right, because I was just interviewing somebody yesterday for my show, where he was talking about how you can be a digital coach now. Because like you said, there are new things that might turn up. Digital coach might be the next new teacher a teacher can be, because now everybody's going on a digital front. You are a very cool guy. On an otherwise, if I think of it, if I had to ask a CEO of a company about job losses, they would really tell me, can we just skip this question and do the other question? But I have a friend who works at your company, Surbi. She told me that you will have an amazing time because he's a really cool guy. I was like, yeah, you are actually cool. Okay, so this is a really faltu question right now, okay?
Sure.
Piyush, please, बुरा ना मानो, my listeners are also like this only. Piyush said, सर ये CEO के चाय पानी का खर्चा कितना होता है? This is in relation with your tea and tail. सर कितना खर्चा होता है सर?
एक समय था जब मुझे उस खर्चे की चिंता होती थी. एक समय था जब मैं सोचता था इसका पैसा कौन देगा आज. When you go for tea with the friends, then हाँ भाई हो गया, कितना पैसा हुआ? Somebody would ask, the guy would say, let us say कि 20 रुपए हो गया. हाँ भाई तेरे पास है क्या? नहीं तेरे पास है क्या? सब निकाल, सब जोड़ जाड़ के कहीं 21 रुपए हुआ, अच्छा 1 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा हो गया, चल एक और चाय मंगा ले. So those were the days. It made a huge difference. Today, if you ask me, actually I have no clue because it doesn't matter. So I think at various times of your life, it does matter. So let us say when I started a job, it did matter how much petrol I was filling. It didn't matter what was the electricity bill that I had. It didn't matter how much the onion price was moving up. So I don't remember that. But over time, that loses relevance. So right now, if you actually ask me, I can't tell you the answer, what is the expense, but I love tea, so I still continue drinking tea. But now I don't ask my friends, पैसा कितना है ग्रुप देता है क्या करके. So that is the only thing just changed. Just be the same.
बेसिकली एक लाइफ टाइम में एक बार आपको आपके चाय खर्चे का टेंशन आना चाहिए, उसी के बाद ही एक ऐसे स्टेज पे पहुंचते हो जब चाय खर्चे का कोई टेंशन नहीं होता है ना. बेसिकली बिकॉज माई नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, आई हैव सम रियल लाइफ लिसनर्स आल्सो. आशीर्वाद ने पूछा है कि सर सीईओ कैसे बनते हैं सर, हाउ टू बिकम अ सीईओ. आई वाज लाइक, दिस इज अ रियली स्टूपिड क्वेश्चन, बट देन द आंसर माइट बी रियली इंटरेस्टिंग. हाउ टू बिकम वन?
No, it's actually not very difficult. I think to become a CEO is a very easy task. So what you have to do is take challenges which nobody is taking. Okay, so take stuff which people feel will not happen, and make it successful. take assignments which nobody wants to touch, uh, convert that into a success. So the issue is take challenges head on and love it. Get super excited about it. अभी ये मुश्किल वाला सवाल आया, अभी इसको solve करना है. And get into that, and immerse fully into it. You will solve it. There's nothing which can be solved in this world. Some takes time, some happens early. Once you get in this habit of solving difficult problems which nobody wants to touch, once you get in the habit of leading a team of people who love to work together and create history or change the way society looks at things or make a difference to people's life, CEO is an incidental thing. If you become very good, you don't become also, you enjoyed your career a lot. That is what it is. Because if you look at the higher you go, is the problem solving attitude, it is the taking the people along attitude, it is making a difference to society, making a difference to your people is what matters. So that you will learn very early on by taking different assignments. If you're doing it and enjoying it, CEO तो बन ही जाएगा एक दिन, मतलब nobody will stop you.
नाइस. किसने तुम्हें कहा है? आशीष अग्रवाल ने सर अल्टीमेट आंसर दिया है सर आपने. Because of the things that are happening around, I might, for example, I might lose my job, but is there an insurance which, if I don't have a job, will cover my bike loan, my home loan, my this loan? Because this is a question that came up and I thought this was very important. Because if I've lost my job, is there an insurance? Because you guys deal with that, so you will be the best person to tell me.
So I think I'll answer this and also give one more answer what it is. First and foremost, the answer to this is there is an insurance which is called the EMI cover. So your 3 EMIs would be covered if you lose your job. That is the easier answer. Now the issue is that a lot of times we don't take insurance when things are good. We start looking at insurance when things go wrong. So let us say when the house is on fire and you call me up and say, "मेरे घर का insurance करा दीजिए." Now it's too late. So insurance is something which is very, very reasonably priced. To give you an idea, let's say you want to cover for 5 lakh rupees. It will cost you something like 6-7,000 rupees in a year. Now COVID is on the rise. Average cost is about 2 lakh rupees, which is there. And who will get it? Nobody knows. Are we buying insurance right now? No. Now let us suddenly we have a sore throat, running nose and fever and we say, "Jaldi the insurance le lete hain." It's too late. I think the issue which is there with insurance is buy when things are good. Especially 3-4 insurance one should definitely have. One is health insurance, because let's say you don't have a job and you fall ill, serious trouble. 5-6 lakh rupees, where will you get from? Second is your personal accident cover. It costs you 45 rupees for 1 lakh cover for a year. Can you imagine?
45 rupees?
For 1 lakh cover 1 year. Let's say it's so reasonable. So take a 10 lakh cover, take a home cover of the stuff you have bought. The entire stuff will not cost you much. But if things go wrong, when you're especially tight on money, insurance plays out. But don't try to look for insurance when the house is on fire. You don't get it. That is one message I want to give, because of the question is there.
Right. Also, during this time, you must have seen a immediate rise in health insurances compared to pehle wala. Do you have statistic numbers about the rises that have gone up?
Nidhi, this is a very interesting question. So let's look at April data of the industry.
Yeah.
Health insurance retail, individual health insurance is -3. So when COVID is on the rise, this is what you should feel. Okay, अभी तो बीमा वाले खूब बीमा कर रहे होंगे. They must be really cutting line लगी होगी बाहर, कि बीमा करा लो types. It doesn't happen. You know why? Human brain is not wired to see risk. That is why none of us see risks. And when we see the house is on fire, and this is why a lot of times the human brain says कि आराम कर लेते हैं. Human brain says कि आज 10 समोसे खा लेते हैं. You still go against your brain, and do things is good for you. Even if you don't see a risk, buy insurance. When things go wrong, you never
know when.
Yeah.
Somebody really rightly that a stitch in time saves 9. Always. It completely makes sense. The next question is from Palak. She said that I'm a 17-year-old college student, sir. Sir, ये life and general insurance का difference क्या है? मतलब general में life तो आता होगा ना? नहीं क्या? It's a very simple question. That's the reason I'm sure. Me being this old, I was still I don't know this answer. I should ask him.
No, see, that is why I love simplicity of thought. I love people like this who ask questions which they don't understand. lot of us spend our entire life not asking questions to understand and trying to appear intelligent. No? And what
Yeah.
is life it is? Now this question, I promise you, if I go and ask 100 people on the street, 99 will not know. Forget about age. Yeah. It is such a beautiful question.
Bajaj wale general insurance people who are watching this right now, फटक से जाके learn कर लो what is difference because next meeting में पूछा जाएगा.
So the answer is very simple. General insurance, other than natural human death, covers everything. Okay. No? That is all. So if you look at a general insurance company, minus.
One line difference.
Yes, see, it is so beautiful. That's why I say, no. And this again, no, Nidhi, I do a test like this to know if my people understand. I ask them a question and I see how long do they answer it. People understand, will answer in one sentence. People don't, will use fancy jargons and give you 10 minutes of lecture, which you also have no clue what they're talking about. Yeah. So if you can't answer anything in 1-2 sentences, you have no clue what you're answering. Huh? That's my belief. So it's as simple as that. No.
Cool. So basically all my amazing listener questions are gone. Now all the Burana Mano questions, Burana Mano Nidhi questions start coming.
Yeah, please shoot.
Sir, have you, because you're the CEO, I'm sure during this COVID time, you must have done, lives. You must have sent like a link on your, broadcast ki sab log baith ke dekho, the CEO wants to discuss and talk to us. Because hum log sab kya kar rahe hain na, we just get dressed one half. And then we are wearing chappals and we are wearing boxers and we are wearing like ghar ke pajamas. Have you ever done this, sir? Please tell us.
No, so I'll tell you how it goes. For me, because my father was, in the police services, the discipline of, now you know the answer, yeah?
Actually, I want to know further.
Yeah, because if my shoe also has to be polished, before I sit for anything, it is like that. But luckily, I don't wear the shoes in house. My wife will kill me, so I wear the chappal, that I agree, but rest I'm fully dressed.
Great. When you said my father is in police, I was like, okay, we don't want to know anything. They'll be like, ये trouser पे crease भी क्यों इस्त्री नहीं की है? वैसे वाला हो जाएगा. Sir, in these times we've had to clean our toilets because there was no, help around. We had to make food. We had to go get groceries because there was nobody who was delivering food at our doorstep. आपको ऐसा आपकी बीवी या बच्चों ने बोला है जाओ 2 किलो कांदे लेके आओ 6 संतरे लेके आओ 2 ब्रेड लेके आना ऐसा हुआ है सिचुएशन?
Okay, so for that I have to give credit to my wife. Organizing activities and the network that she has built, wherever she stays, whichever place I've been posted has been amazing. So she has been able to get all the fresh farm vegetables, everything to the doorstep for the entire society. The entire society is very happy with her. So what like today also in the morning, the vegetable window was there. So they order in advance and it comes well packed, fresh from the farm, delivered, and you transfer money electronically and you pick it up and come. So that is the safest way to get things done. So that is how I have saved myself of what you have said. Otherwise,
एम्प्लॉइज सब घर वालों को भी थोड़ा डर है कि सीईओ को कैसे भेजेंगे राशन लाने के लिए.
It doesn't happen like that, So I'll tell you one incident. CEO still is a fine. It's okay. It's a normal position. So I was one of my friends was the son of a chief minister. Yeah? So like you said, so he was my friend. So I was going to his house every day in and out. We were playing together, and then one day his father walked in. And it was like, okay, the chief minister has come. And his wife was like really hollering at him and saying, what is this, that? And the son was like, chal bhai, that's chalte. And I said, okay, it's fine. So it doesn't matter what destination you are. Everybody has the same life. Let us be clear about it when you're at home. So.
मेरी दिखाना घर पे सीईओ छोड़ के आओ. No. Guys, I just wanted to say that you can ask us questions. You can put down the questions in our comment box here. I have a question because I could just see somebody asking that it says your frustration. Oh, your frustrated man. That's his Insta account. He says, sir, my question is my boss is always putting restrictions, making own rules in companies. Sir, this is not fair. How to deal with him, sir? Please tell me. This is...
Okay. So it's a very fair question. A lot of employees have this issue, and it's actually a big issue. A lot of stress comes through. See, let's understand. Bosses are of many different types, varieties, and luckily I've had all the bosses. So when I look back, most of my learning has been there because of the difficult bosses I had, the ones which really frustrate you, because they would give you assignments and they would be after your life, and they will put you in circumstances which is very, very difficult. Now that is where it's like a vaccine for you against negativity. Either you succumb to it or you overcome it. So next time when you meet a bigger negativity, you already have overcome the previous one, and you're mentally stronger. So a lot of times, when my daughter also goes to work and she has a difficult time, I tell her the same thing. It's a vaccine. How do you learn negative circumstances, and how do you overcome it, and how do you be positive, and how do you take out good stuff from it? Is a learning for you, because who else will teach you? Let's say if life, everything was the way you wanted, everything was positive, everything was good, you would have a very sad life. So to have a very happy life, difficult bosses, difficult times are critical. You should be excited about it and see how do you handle that. Now, having said that, the second simple tip is go talk to your boss and tell I find you difficult because he is. I have done that, and it completely unarms the boss completely. When you go and say, I want to speak to you, I find it difficult, and I'm really, I'm trying my best, but by kya hai? Matlab, what's your problem? Tell me, let us solve.
Scene क्या है?
So I think I've seen my bosses generally get surprised. Nobody does that. That was one. One more funny incident I have, and now he's a retired man, but again a very good friend. He was a boss. So one day he was shouting at me, huge, for about 20 minutes shouting, and I was smiling through. He got so frustrated. He said, 20 मिनट से चिल्ला रहा हूँ और आप मुस्कुरा रहे हैं, शर्म नहीं आती आपको? हमने कहा कि मुस्कुरा इसलिए रहा हूँ कि अभी आपके लेवल का जो डांट रहा आप मेरे बीबी से कम लेवल पे, ऊपर थोड़ा जाओ तो बुरा लगेगा. अभी तो ठीक है, I'm able to handle this. So he said, get out, I can't handle you. I said, okay, it's fine. So
Tell me how do you stay positive? You seem to be positive, like pretty much, yeah. Like जितना भी मैंने बात करने की कोशिश की, you always find like the ray of hope in between dark times and like walk towards it and you will someday find the light there. Like अपने अंदर का बच्चा जिंदा रखना बहुत जरूरी है to be positive. For you, how has it been difficult, or how do you find your positivity? Because you have to make sure that you are positive, and this entire big company that you're responsible for is also positive.
that comes. Listen, a lot of us want to be leader, and if you want to be a leader, there are 2-3 things you understand. A leader can never be demotivated himself. A leader cannot be afraid. A leader cannot be sad. That's why I tell people that when you want to reach leadership position, please work on all this stuff. You can't suddenly say कि यार मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ आज, Then what happens to thousands of people look at you, बोले यार खराब, यार COVID बहुत बुरा हाल है यार गुरु, मतलब लोग कंपनी बंद होगी. What happens to all the people? Or let's say we go for army, and the general is leading from front and suddenly says, यार ये दुश्मन बहुत तगड़े हैं यार, अपने बस का नहीं है. What happens to the army? Leadership is about, when you have to, and that's why you build it up. That's why in the beginning also said, it takes time, it takes a lot of work, to build it up. You have to see positivity in everything. You have to be excited in a crisis. You lead your people on the front. When the morale is down, you have to be the one in the front leading it, and you have to ensure and demonstrate that how do you turn negative situation into positive? How do you lead a strong team? How do you win all battles that come through? And how do you give people credit for it? That is part of leadership. So any leader you will meet will have this attribute. That's why they would be there. Otherwise, you can't handle it. And this takes time to build. So build it. When you take a crisis, you're building to become a CEO. Remember that. Build it up. Handle the crisis well. Be excited. Never back out. Okay, one more question from Nidhi and then we sum it up. Yeah.
Perfect. I think there was somebody who asked us, Nikhil, I think sir very rightly has answered it already, how to unwind during these tough times. I mean, you've only been telling us how we can unwind ourselves. I have a question which says that, sir, have you ever thought, Abhay has asked, have you ever thought of becoming a creative person like RJ Nidhi?
So, in my ambitions in life, right from being a bus conductor to President of India, to winning the Nobel Prize, to being a writer, to being a fighter pilot, and to be a journalist, everything has been there. In my time, we didn't have RJ Nidhis, otherwise you would have seen me as RJ only. You never know, I don't have become a CEO. So, I think it is.
Never on your list?
Sorry?
CEO was never on your list.
No, वो तो बस ऐसे ही मतलब I in my life when I was a kid and I don't know if the aunties do that today.
नहीं, ये सारे सीईओ बनने के बाद कहते हैं कि वो तो ऐसे ही हो गया, तुक्के में हो गया, ये गलत है.
Tell you why, Nidhi. And then when I was a kid, I don't know if the aunties do it now. Then when the uncle aunties would come home, the first question they see a kid is asked, "Beta, क्या बनोगे?" To me, it was a very like I had no answer for this genuinely. So I would say, कुछ भी बन जाएंगे आंटी मतलब नो. So वो कुछ भी बन जाएंगे बनते बनते यहाँ पहुँच गए. That is how it is, Nidhi. So that's how no life is. So I really did not know do that. And actually, you just love your job, be passionate about things, and you get there. There is irrelevant. आज है कल नहीं है ना. Why be so attached to a designation thing? Be attached to your people, to emotions, to relationships, to friends. And वही है चाहे कितने पैसे भाई कितने रुपए बिल आया बांट लेते हैं नो दैट इज हाउ इट एंड्स स्टार्ट्स एंड एंड्स फ्रॉम देयर ओनली सो
Correct. Also, because we are ending right now, and there's one question which I think we would like to end, क्योंकि we're talking about positivity and how to be vitamin positive and have your positivity dose every day. You must be looking out to somebody. कोई आपका रोल मॉडल होगा जिससे आप पॉजिटिविटी गेन करते हो. एंड हमने हमारी लाइफ में किसी एक रोल मॉडल को बनाना क्यों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो वी हैव आवर थिंग्स इन वन चक्रा लाइन हो जाए हमारी.
First and foremost, my belief had been, I find everybody very interesting. They teach me a lot. Right now, when I speak to you, I'm learning from you. So while I'm having conversation with you, you are my role model right now. So when I finish my conversation with you, the next person I meet, he or she will be my role model then. No, because what we don't understand is we have billions of stories, billions of people with stories, examples, their way of thinking, their lifestyle. And there's no one individual who is so bad that nobody likes him in this world. Find me one person like this. And there's no one individual who's so good that everybody likes him, nobody hates him. Which means that in every individual you'll find something good, to look into and to learn from. And when you can do that, then you're learning so super fast. Because you're learning with so many people you meet, And that's why as an insurer, I'm lucky. I meet so many people. So I'm learning from everybody at all points of time, That's how I look at it. But like all youngsters, when you are a kid, your role model is your father and your mother. So that is how it has been, for us all through. But for me, anybody I meet whom I talk, they are my role model at that point of time.
It goes in my CV right away. That was role model for a CEO.
Put it on, no, Nidhi. So such a pleasure talking, Nidhi. And we could go on and on. I think that is how,
I think we can do this for the entire day and we will never stop. A lot of people have said that you are their role model in our comments.
They are very kind. I just say that they're very kind people, and I'm so thankful to them. I'm so thankful to you, Nidhi, for your time. It's such wonderful, Be positive, be happy, make difference in people's life. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining, and in the end, they pay me to do some work, so better get back and do some work now. So,
I think so. Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in.